Alright, hi everyone, welcome back to another tutorial of Salesforce Makes Sense, and this is going to be a very short tutorial on our continuation of our Lightning Web Components masterclass. This is Himanshu and let's get started. If we go back to VS Code, right? And for anyone who's looking at this video as the very first video, what we are trying to do is we have already done a bit of LWC and we are trying to now understand where and how can I find the LWC metadata information. Okay, again, very handy for debugging and being smart. If you go to Salesforce, you go to Setup, you go to Lightning Components. On the left panel on the quick find, you click on Lightning Components. You will see all the LWC components and Aura components here. That's where you find how many LWC components you have and how many Aura components that you have. If you want to look at a specific LWC component, you have your bundle showcase somewhere here. It is here. All right, but very basic information, and it tells you when it was created, who created it and all of that stuff. If you want to take a look at the dependencies, this is a new pop-up that Salesforce has started to give. All right, this is for dependencies. Where are you using this component? All right, great. That's where you can find it in Salesforce setup. Where can you find the Salesforce LWC metadata in VS Code? I think you already know because you are so smart. You have been looking at my lectures like anything. You already know. Himanshu, it is inside the Force app main default inside the LWC folder. All my LWC components, Lightning Web Components will be available here. Correct. Perfect. All right. How can you retrieve and deploy LWC related metadata in VS Code? I think you have already been seeing that. There are two ways. Either you right click here and you say deploy. I clicked on it and it should get deployed. Okay, it will tell you whether pass or fail and it will give you the error, or it will tell you success. If it says success, you're good to go and you can test it out. Or you can also go to this file and you can say deploy. You can do this as well. Same thing, same behavior. The folder will be deployed. You can go here and deploy as well. Deploy this source to org. Same thing, same result. It will deploy from here as well. Okay, let me try to do this. Let's go ahead and try to say, if I get rid of the template tag, save. Now the template tag is an issue, but I want to deploy the JS file. Does it deploy the JS file without the HTML? Let's check. See, deployment failed. Invalid HTML syntax. Even though you selected on JS, the entire folder will be deployed. So always make sure that the entire metadata, all your files are behaving correctly and nothing is messed up. Okay, very simple reasoning. All of the things should be in place. Deploy now. Now it should work fine. Worked fine. It changed the code. Whatever it was, it fixed it. Okay, perfect. This is how you can deploy. How do you retrieve? Let's say I want to retrieve the code. Someone else has modified the code of this particular component and I want to retrieve it. So I'm going to say, see, what I'll do is I'll say true. Okay, I might not have, I deployed it, right? So I'm saying true and I'm changing the API version here. I'm downgrading it to one value. Done. But I'm not deploying it. That means the version here is different than the version in Salesforce org, correct? I am going to now say retrieve this source from org, not deploy, retrieve. I am taking it from the Salesforce org to my VS Code. I'll say retrieve and see, magically this will become false and this is now 63. You have actually retrieved the code from the org to your VS Code, to your local repository. And that's how you can retrieve code from your org. Very quick, right? But there's one more thing missing. Let's talk about that. What if I deleted this from here? Bundle showcase, move to trash. Oh my God, Himanshu, I deleted this by mistake. How do I get it back? How do I retrieve it? I want to code on it again. Don't worry. Go to this org browser here, which is on the left panel. Come to this org browser. Again, a very handy tool. I already talked about it in previous tutorials. And here you should see a bundle called Lightning Web Components in L. So it is all alphabetically sorted for you. It is all served to you in a very nice platter. You come to L, you will start seeing Lightning, and yeah, there's Lightning Web Components. Let's open it. What does it have? Wow, it has bundle showcase. I'm going to download it from this cloud icon. And when I say download, you see the bundle showcase is now back in my Lightning Web Component local repository. So any new files that you have to take, you will always have to take it from the org browser And for some people who are thinking, yes, you can actually use package.xml and you can retrieve from here as well. That also works. Okay, you just have to ensure that you have the lightning component bundle mentioned here, and you can just simply say retrieve. So everything that's available, that's listed here, Aura, Lightning, Static, Apex, Trigger, Test Class, Test Suite, Pages, will be downloaded from your org to your VS Code. That's the whole idea. So these are all the possible ways you can have your VS Code and your Salesforce org interacting with each other. Again, very good, very helpful, because see, for those of you who are using developer console till today, you will not be able to do anything on LWC using, developer console. You have to use, let's say, Chromium, or let's say VS Code, or maybe Code Builder. So you should know these kind of very simple tips and tricks. It kind of speeds up your development. All right, great. I think that's all I wanted to cover as part of this particular tutorial. I hope this was helpful, and I will talk to you in the next one. Bye.